Here we are. Come on in. Yep. It's a nice evening to spend together, camped out at Craft Roulette. This is episode 274. And I am Marigun of Marigun Fun, your intrepid host. I'm here every week. Almost every week. If you're hanging out with us tonight because you were here last week and to support Justine and you're back, well, we are so happy. And if you are here to cheer on Tina, get ready to send the hearts because she is ready for you. She just about 5 minutes ago went, oh, it's almost time. So she's a little tied a little tightly. That's what I'm trying to say. But she's going to do so well, isn't she? She's going to do so well. We're going to have such a great night. She's already had her breakfast. So that's out of the way. Anyway, we're going to meet her in a few minutes. Tina Wan Kenobi is our guest tonight and is first time, and she is in the Philippines. Happy Independence Day to our United States friends, and we're so glad to celebrate it here with you. We will try really hard to get you out on time to see the fireworks. Anyway, what is Craft Roulette? Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every week, and when we are here, you know what I mean. I want you here with us too if you can be here. It's a wonderful, wonderful gift to have friendship and to have friendship in the craft world and on Friday night with you. So thank you so much for joining us. If you are watching the replay, we would appreciate a little comment. Just say hi that you were watching us. I was going to comment on everybody this week. I had to take to the bed, as Leanne Morgan would say. I got hit with something, man, and it was bad. So this is my first day really back at work, and I'm just ready to make something, and have a little fun with you guys. So I am doing better. Thank you for all the well wishes and concern in the Facebook group. If you were enjoying the slideshow, well, those were the cards from last week's Craft Roulette, episode 273. We ended up with 383 amazing cards, and you can see them all over on craftroulette.live, episode 273. They are there for as long as I know, and I will be sad when they go down, but it should be quite a while. We don't have any plans on going anywhere. But do go over and visit it. It's if you want some outdoors cards, ideas, if you want to figure out ways to use belts. Oh my goodness. We will talk a little bit more about the parameters we had last week when we get to our Parade of Achievers, which will be coming up just in a few minutes. We do have 9 videos. I'm sorry I haven't been able to watch any of them. But so here's something that happened. Yesterday or the day before, I thought, I feel like watching something, but there's nothing on TV. And I was sitting there, what should I watch? I could watch Craft Roulette. And so I looked up Craft Roulette's last Christmas show with Mary Gary and Mrs. Mary Claus, and it was wonderful. I had so much fun. Mary Gary is a very funny elf, and we were so glad to have him join us with my twin sister, Mary Claus. Anyway, that's what I did. It made me feel better, and maybe that is, you're having a little down day, maybe you can have a little Christmas in July with Mary Gary and Mary Claus. Let's pull back the curtain on the technical wizard that runs this show. There it is, the thumb that rules. We do have a couple things we want to cover. One is Joe B. submitted her 100th card on the Christine Bertram episode 272, and for some glitchy reason, it didn't go through, and so we want to make sure that we say congratulations and welcome to Mug Club, Joe B. That is an outstanding accomplishment and a pretty card. We're glad you let us know. And then the second thing, for those who are going to Paper Ganza, we need to have you have 4 more days to go to the ticket dashboard and fill out your meal choices and your pre-event surveys. If you could do that, that would be a great help to us so we can get that great big, oh my goodness, that great big dinner dessert or dinner menu or what am I trying? Order in so that the hotel can be ready for us. That would be great. If you wouldn't mind, we would appreciate I don't have a big thumb like Mr. Producer. But if you could get there, see? Look at that. We'll have to take a picture. My hands are like so tight. I come up to his second knuckle, I think, on his hand. I don't know how I got such a big kid. But anyway, if you would give us a Vinny, we would appreciate it. Do it like an American. Salute it with a with a Vinny. I don't know where that came from. And then also click the notification and the sub button too. This could be a hard night for me to talk. I haven't talked that much. I did do a member show with Justine Dvorak yesterday. I couldn't believe how much I talked. It was like I had all these words build up right here, and they just kept coming out and coming out and coming out. It was a little bit embarrassing, but I don't think I can watch it again, but it was fun. Anyway, we'd appreciate that. Also, down in the description, you can hit the little Tina Wan Kenobi and go over to her channel and give her a subscription too. That would be great. Get those things out of the way. We'd appreciate it. We've got some spin sponsors. We don't have 2 this month because I just felt like Kelly Hughes, my gosh, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in months. I keep thinking about you going, I should find out how she's doing. Your Paper Insider is a wonderful sponsor. We're looking forward to having them give away their stuff for us this month. And Riley and Company, you know Tanya. If you haven't seen Tanya, she will be with us at Paperganza, so you might get to see some clips of her as well there, because we will be doing lots of social media videos. It's going to be fun. And remember, all those that are going to Paperganza, keep that lipstick handy. You're going to want it, because you could be on many times. We only have 2, but I feel like I've been asking for handouts so much with Paperganza and then Craft Roulette. So if you are one of our wonderful spin sponsors and you want a spin sponsor this month, let me know. And August too, I notice I'm pretty thin on that. I'm not going to do anymore. We are not sponsored by those wonderful companies. We are sponsored by the encouragement and financial support of our members. We have a membership group over on craftroulette.live. Member content is only for them. And there's a lot that goes on, like I was just saying. The member show with Justine Dvorak. I'm not sure I let her talk at all. I think I can let Tina talk. I think she knows how. She'll be fun too, so it'll be all good. If you want to know more how you can support the show, you can go look over there. We want to welcome Linda L. as a new member. We always also, this will be a break in the scheme of things. I usually say the July birthdays at the beginning of July, but I didn't get it done. So we'll get those next week. You have a happy birthday, July babies. Is there anything else? Well, we've got merch. Mr. Mike, you're looking pretty good. You got some pretty flowers there to honor Tina, and you got the red, white, and blue stars. Funny story, this red, white, and blue jumper was from England. Our friend Marianne Hill made it for him. And not only that, I got two happy fourths from some people first thing this morning, and they were both from other countries. So one from Canada and one from Spain. So I thought that was pretty wonderful. Anyway, that is that. We do have some merch, some stamp sets, dies, very, very limited product line, but you are welcome to go over and look at that and see if that will make your crafting experience just that much better. Oh, I've never said that. That's pretty good. I'm going to have to write that one down. Anyway, that's enough for that. I do want to show this wonderful map because now, live from the Philippines, please welcome Tina Wan Kenobi.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Mary and Stephen. So glad to be here. But first off, there are like how many right now? 280 plus. Guys, did you put your Vinny yet? Come on, where are your thumbs?
Well, I didn't know if you were going to be timid or not, but I guess not. Way to go. Way to come in. I love it. Welcome to the Craft Roulette for the first time.
Thank you so much, Marian. Thank you for inviting me.
You've been working on it, and you've been preparing, and you've been promoting and doing all sorts of really fun things. I think you're excited to be here, and we're excited to have you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's right. Excited and scared and everything else. Rolled into one.
For those in the chatterbox, you may recognize her as 50 Shades of Crafting if you're kind of new, or you may recognize her as Tina Wan Kenobi. She came in hot. That's good. But I want to give you a minute to introduce yourself because this is your first time they may have seen you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you, Mary. Hi, everyone. I'm so glad to be here. And finally, you can see me in person, or not in person, but you can see me, how I look like. I am from the Philippines, yes, from Manila, Philippines. I'm glad to represent Philippines. If you go to my channel. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes.
Oh, I was just going to say, go ahead and tell us a little bit about your crafting journey, but you had something else. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I started crafting a long time ago, origami. I bought so many books when I was in high school and I tried it and it was fun. But I didn't go into card making not until during the pandemic. Everything else was closed. You order stuff online and that's how I started. I started ordering a Cricut machine and I made some vinyls with that. I had fun. And then a high school friend of mine, mentioned about a die cutting machine. I said, what's that? And then she introduced me to that. And after that, it all went downhill. My wallet went downhill because I went and shopped online in every store that I can find. And that's how I built my empire of a craft room. Call it that.
That used to be just an empty room, right?
I used to keep them in large boxes, those large plastic boxes. And every time I would craft, I would take everything out and it was so tiring until IKEA came over in the Philippines and put up a building here. And that's where I bought all these stuff that you can see now.
I thought those were IKEA behind you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were on sale this week.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Also Prime, Amazon.
or the week before, I think. Yeah, it was recently. Mm-hmm. And I thought those would be real handy, but alas. But you love them? Those little,
yep.
Those little boxes behind you? Okay. Well, I'll look at them again. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think you make great cards. You make kind of complicated cards. Do you think you're going to, but you've been practicing to do them under 2 hours. So
not 24 hours.
Not 24 hours. So I hope that works for you. But we'll see soon. I know you've been around us for a while. You came after you watched Gina K. And did you have a question about the show?
That's right. Thank you for reminding me. What is Craft Roulette, Mary?
She asked very seriously, didn't she? Yes, she did. Well, we have just the video for you. A pleasing visual representation of Craft Roulette. Chatterbox, so good to see you. Thank you so much. I hope you're enjoying your evening. Mr. Producer, are you ready to get this show spinning? Tina, thank you so much. We'll be right back after this video on what is Craft Roulette? What is Craft Roulette? I don't know.
Did somebody ask what Craft Roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too.
Everyone is invited to join in the fun.
We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
Yep, that's what we'll do almost every Friday. And when we do that, we would love to have you join us. Now, I will say, before I forget, because this is the part where we talk about first timers and things. I say it's the hardest one, but it isn't really. You make cards all the time. If you're a card maker, just join us. Just jump in. There's no reason to be afraid. I will talk to you more about that, but I did want to make sure that I say that. I'm going to quit saying that. Do you see Tina's pin? Can you find her? She is over on the right side, up from Australia. It's kind of like, go to the gas station and then take a really hard left. Yeah, just past the Kangaroo gas station, take a really hard left, and you will find Tina. But, yep, there you guys are, all over the world joining us. Oh, Brazil's here this week, and we've got some folks in New Zealand. Looks like Rachel's checking in the Shetlands, so that's also good. Thank you so much for joining us. We had 383 contributions, so I think it said 58,000. There's my crazy card. I did doctor it a little bit later and to make it more family friendly. And then it was a ladies card. Candy Wrapper was the colors that I used, Skittles. And Camps Camping. The woman was camped out looking for her craft supplies to come, and then she was way down in that mailbox looking for every little tiny embellishment. And belt. She has a little garter belt on. I also put a belt of paper and some twine around the base. Thank you again, Kathy Day, for this beautiful drawing. If you are a member, you can go to the download section and download your own copy of this adorable drawing. Use it often. It's good. It's a good one. And we also had Justine Dvorak on for a first time. I think we have 4 first timers in a row this month, something like that. And she made some glammy, some sparkly marshmallows. She did that all by hand. She cut all that out, made her own little things, and a band of around her ladybug who's going happy camera. And her leaves, she did the fire all by herself. Her little skewers and everything. She was a lot of fun, and she was able to talk and hold her tongue in just the right place all at the same time. Then she also has a video where she came back and talked about how she survived Craft Roulette, and then added Orion's belt and some other constellations. That was a lot of fun, Justine. Well done. And there's a member show with her as my co-host in the member section on craftroulette.live under the video library. Go check it out this weekend, would you? All right. That was that. Now we're going to invite Tina back in because we got a little parade of achievers to celebrate. We do like to celebrate here, as Mr. Producer said, as he carries the glitter. And we're going to talk about some first-timers that were brave and wonderful, and I hope they come back this week. We've got 2 new mug clubbers. Watch for the people that have 100 cards, and 2 new to Club 52. plus some major milestone achievers like 25, 50, 75, 20, 200 something. And then celebrate our leading ladies. We love all these people that just join us and have some good times. Thank you so much. All right, this is on a timer, I remind you. And if I could say their name and where they're from and or how many cards they have sent in, then you have a quick stab at saying something nice. You can spread the glitter. Are we ready?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick sip. Okay. It's a quick sip night. Here we go. Welcome to our first timers. We have 4 of you. I hope you had fun. You did great jobs. Let's look at these cards. Jennifer from Wyoming.
Wow.
Congratulations
on the first.
Very rare. Steph H. from Germany. Looks like a 40th birthday card. That's pretty. And Sweet B from Florida. That's fun to see.
Look at that seed.
That's cute. Dotsy T from Illinois. Oh, a night seed looks really dramatic. Well done. Don't be intimidated. These folks, we don't judge here. It's good. Major milestone achievers. Sharon from New Zealand, 25 cards. Quack. Sad Cat from Nebraska, 25. We talked about this one on the member show.
Nice.
Really
mixed
pretty
media.
colors. Barb Lisiski, I should have practiced, from Washington, 25. Congratulations, Barb. Sue Hudson, 25.
Florals. Nice.
That's pretty. Mary Beth M., New Jersey, 25. Peace, man.
Yay, 25.
BW. Laura Ann from Minnesota, 50.
Look at that sunset hues.
Beautiful. Mona from Kansas, 50.
Aw,
That's sweet.
that's pretty.
You make me a happy camper. Deirdre from North Ireland, not Carolina, 50 cards. Adri Leonard, Ireland, 50 cards.
I love this combination of colors.
Is it
Autumn.
unique? Catherine S., 75 cards. Christy, 75.
Yay, 75.
Elena, you were putting on the dog with your 75th.
Whoa.
Amazing.
Amazing pop-up.
Pam Graham, 75.
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Bonnie, 100. Congratulations. Welcome to Mug Club.
Critters.
Annette J. went real literal on that candy wrapper.
Cat.
100 cards. Well done. 200 cards for Teresa Parmenter. You have been with us forever. I love it. Congratulations, you major milestone achievers. That's all brilliant. Our leading ladies this week, Vicky Ruda in Essex, 233.
Wow,
I loved her belt.
233 cards.
Smurf Murphy with 234. She's
That's
got
nice.
a belt too.
I love it.
Jackie Jackpot Muller, 235. So cute.
Christmas
winter
in July.
Kathy Herring, Wisconsin, 238. That's a pretty little scene. 5K now 6K Lamone, 240.
Oh, that's
so
sweet.
So soft and pretty. And Card Monkey Jarvis is our leading lady this week with 251. Great idea. So cute. Congratulations and thank you so much for your huge faithfulness. Club 52 welcomes Terry Kellum. Club 52 says, you did great.
Amazing.
Heather B. from England, Club 52.
Hooray.
Is he warming up his coffee with his fiery breath? I think so. Those are so many styles, so much cuteness, a variety of cute and pretty and elegant and funny. It's all there. They just do wonderful jobs. I really do like the Parade of Achievers because we do get to see a little bit up close and personal. I always want to talk more about them, and that's why we have the extra show on for members where we do get to
Yeah.
talk about those cards a little more in detail because, boy, once you start talking about them, you want to keep talking about them and looking at more. I know that Justine had a piece of paper during the show, when her member show, and she was going, I want to write that down because I forget to do those things. Like stitches. She really liked the stitches and a couple other things that I got to remember these things. And I thought that is so true. Our galleries are full of ideas.
I know, inspiration. That's how I get in my inspiration. I also write them down and save them, capture the picture and then save them. I try to do what you do, like you case them, but I end up copying them.
Really?
Not just case them. Yeah.
But if you do that and then you let them know, I don't think anybody would be mad. There's still going to be changes, right? And but you could also go off of that. Like if you saw something and you thought it was a great design, then you can, if you don't have those supplies, you can use something similar, or you can go opposite day, and you can just use it as a jumping platform. So yeah, it's brilliant, and I think people really do have a good time with it. How many do you think we should have new this week? Let's have a guest pipe in here. You have some friends that craft with you, so we want at least 2 we want 3 cards from the Philippines this week.
I hope so. Well, there are a couple who will be watching this on replay because they cannot join us this early because they have something to go to on a Saturday morning. Because I'm from the future, guys. I'm from the future. It's already Saturday morning here. So they'll be watching it on replay. And yeah, I tell them to submit a card. You know, the first thing, it's kind of intimidating, like what I felt before. Yeah, I got intimidated. But the first show that I watched of Craft Roulette was from Gina K. And Gina K is like my idol, one of my idols. And so I really worked hard on submitting that first card, and I tell them, yeah, just submit a card. Doesn't have to be like brilliant. Perfection is non-achievable.
Nope.
The cracks, it's where the light comes in. That's the beauty of imperfection.
That's lovely. Yes. Yeah, just jump in, really. As long as we're going to tell you how to do that here in a few minutes, because we're going to get some new parameters, because when we have the Parade of Achievers, and welcome and thank you so much again, congratulations, that means we're done with last week, which means it's time to roll in those beautiful parameters. Here they come, Tina. Did your heart just kind of sink? Where's your heart right now? Where's your stomach? Is it okay? Breathe. Do you have a paper bag or anything? You're fine. You're gonna be great. Those are the parameters we will be spinning for new ones. Just in beautiful black and white. We don't even know what we're going to get, but we are going to make something from those columns here in just a few seconds. The first thing that we do, though, is our members get to vote vetoes each week. And this week for Project, they voted a poll for Project, and they voted off Purse Card. Surprise, surprise. You can almost smell that one coming. But Purse Card is off the list. That means we don't have to make a Purse Card. If we land on number 8, we will spin again. And the wheel can't make us make a Purse Card this week. But if you feel like it and we get a good parameter like an A2 or something, you can still make a Purse Card. I'm back. Okay, for colors, what did they veto? Beach colors, decorations. I've got some pretty decorations that look kind of beachy. But workshop gets the boot tonight with 61%. I think I put that on at Christmas time, and I think that's what everybody's still thinking is, I don't want to do Christmas. But maybe, I don't know, maybe they just don't know what kind of different workshops. There are craft workshops. So, I don't know. We'll get to it. For element, what did they veto? Oh, nursery. Ooh, nursery didn't outvote, or was outvoted Western, but not by that much. So nursery is off. It'll be fun when we get it. It'll be good. And then for random. half and half, black and white image, wraps wrapping, add a mustache.
Oh.
Oh, and so we'll just add a mustache right here. I should have had a little mustache on my finger. We don't have to add a mustache, anybody. So, well, are you happy about that? Are you glad that they voted those or not? Let us know. All right. Well, you get to veto one item, just not in every column, but just one item. Would you like to?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like to veto one. I've always vetoed one every episode.
Okay, here's your chance. What would you like?
I don't want to make an A9 card. I'm sorry to those guys who love to do A9, but sorry.
Amanda, she's your kind of girl. A9 is off the board for the night. That means if you do want to make an A9 and we don't have to make something else, you still can. So if you change your mind, Tina, you may have options. Now, if we land on guest choice, which is number 1, in each column, what would you choose? For project, what would you choose?
For project, I think this is universal. There goes my calculator. I'd like to choose saying hi project.
Saying hi was suggested to us, and I think it would be a nice one. Number 2. And for colors?
For colors, I have like 2 for project and for colors and elements, but maybe
only
for
get
colors,
one.
I know. I'd like to do autumn colors because I love autumn.
Ah, very good. Autumn colors it is.
Yeah.
I don't even remember where that is. Okay, there it is. Well done. And for element, what would you choose?
Since I chose autumn out of the 2 last choices that I have, I'd like to choose from a tree for elements.
From a tree would be good because you can do all sorts of different kinds of trees. And there can be all sorts of different kinds of things from a tree. So
Yeah, critters.
Yeah, nuts, fruit, houses, all sorts of stuff. And we are going to be talking about these in just a few minutes, but what would you choose for random?
For random, maybe partial image.
Partial image is always good. Because you almost always have something that's partial, right?
Yeah.
And I'm not talking partial to something, but partial as in partial. But there is that. I'm partial to something. So maybe I'm a partial to that image. I didn't think of that one. All right, let's give this guy a warm up. I bet that would be a pretty card. Maybe you can make one anyway another time. Number 16, best wishes. Best wishes it is. Oh, I'm sorry. I told you. Never mind. No. Worst wishes. 13. A thank you card. Okay. Well, you could say hi and give somebody a thank you.
Yeah.
4 colors. Will we get autumn? Decorations. Ah, okay. 13 again. Number 13 again? Yes, no? No. Number 9, hands. Oh, just when you have all those little hands. For random. Don't panic, anybody. We can do this. Number 15, tone on tone. Well, Mr. Wheel, I don't think anybody would pick those on their own. But I think they're going to be just fine. I'm going to give you a minute to think about it while I give my speech and hope I can make it through. Like I said, this is a challenge, and it's no fun if you don't play. No, boost your fun in life and play Craft Roulette. It is much more fun than you may imagine. We want you to play. Also, this is not going to be any kind of teaching show. We're not going to tell you how to make something or tell you what to make. We're just going to talk about those 4 parameters and include those in a project, an art project, which we would like to see you do and show us your creative expression. all parameters have to be included. They need to be justified in the. There's a kitty. Okay, I got a little kitty break here. Tina has 5 cats.
You know, my
It's
white
not
cat is trying to get on my desk.
It's not a children's story, but Tina has 5 cats, and they like her.
Oh my gosh.
And they like her, and so... Okay, here we go. So the parameters do have to be... I think I'm going family friendly early. They do have to be included. They need to be either like the focal point, or they can be very cleverly been sneaked in on a very quiet micro level. They need to be, or they can be literally interpreted. Like you can say, HEY Google, what is tone on tone? And HEY Google would pull out their little AI stopper, and they would give you some culmination of what tone on tone is in creating, like a light and dark of one color kind of thing. So you can use that. You can use all those kind of tools. It's not taboo or anything. You can do them either way. Make it a big splash or a very small thing, all the way in between. We invite card makers of all levels of experience, style, expertise. We're all good with everybody around here, and we don't mind if you're really young, like a kid, or if you're really seasoned. We'll just leave it there. The project can be very simple and classic and traditional, like a card that you would see at Hallmark, or it can be a very simple classic card that you would make in a simple class, like a learning card class, or it can be very complicated and interactive, like Tina makes. Or it could have all the bells and whistles, like lights and drop downs and folds and somersaults. Whatever you want. It's up to you. You can make it mixed media. You can make it stamps and ink, whatever you want. We don't hold you to anything like that. But we do ask you to include those 4 parameters. Make it handcrafted, 1 per person. And please make it family friendly so that I don't have to blush when I see it in the gallery. Plus, this is a fan from the Philippines that Tina sent me. And I use it every week. It's really nice to have this right now.
I love it when you use it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Mary.
Oh, I like having it. It removes a lot of air. So all parameters are doable. You can do this. Please join us. We'll tell you how to submit later in the show. I've given you a few minutes. Do you have one that you like more than others?
On the parameters?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like thank you card because that's quite universal. Decorations, decorations. We always put decorations on our cards, right? Hands. I'm not too sure what I can use with the hands.
Okay, we'll talk about
tone
it.
and tone. Tone and tone, is that like 2-tone or one
It's
solid
like
color?
a dark and a light of one color.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, like a gold on yellow or red on pink. Stenciling comes to mind. Yeah. Okay, so thank you card. That's not going to be hard. You can decide what style of card you want. You could have fancy folds. You can have an A2. You can have an A9 if you want. You could a thank you card though. That A9 is great for like work offices and things. So keep that in mind. But we don't have any kind of guidance except for it needs to include a thank you somehow. Decorations. I know right now we've got red, white, and blue around because of Independence Day. So we've got the buntings and the flags and different things out. But that would be a decoration that you could use the color scheme. Or you could, if you're making Christmas in July, you could go with those decorations, like all the tinsel colors and Christmas colors. Or even if you're thinking Valentine's, you could do Valentine colors. Just whatever you do to decorate. Now, you said autumn. autumn decorations are beautiful. So you could pull from those colors. It doesn't mean you have to have all the colors of an autumn decoration. You can have just a small sample and highlight one or the other. But it just is kind of like, what are you thinking? Let that thought, that visual thought that you're thinking, guide you in what you're making. Now, hands may help you to decide which decorations you want to work on. Hands have a lot of variety. I saw somebody say robot hands.
Hands on a clock.
Hands on a clock is really good. There's multiple. Any of your little gnomes have hands. Any of your critters have paw hands. We call them hands, don't we? Give somebody a hand. Thank you, and give them a hand. Clap for them. There's different kinds of hands. So
Height of a horse is measured in hands.
oh, they sure are.
Oh.
That's a real good one too. So you could have a horse.
With a measuring stick.
Helping hands, saying thank you. That's a good one to add trick. Saying thank you because of somebody gave you a helping hand. So it might be in the title. It might be your focal. It might be
in the sentiments or something on the back saying handmade.
Yes, handmade. Think of all the dies that you might have that have hands. They don't have to be very defined.
I'm reading these from the chat, Jill. I'm not that clever.
I thought he was. Playing
So I was
cards.
thinking-
Holding playing cards.
I was kind of confused because random is tone on tone. I was thinking of colors, but since we already have a parameter for colors, which is decorations, so tone on tone can be anything in one element, right?
It would be applied to your whatever color you pick. So if you pick blue as one of your colors, you'd want to have a blue tone on tone. It doesn't have to be big, but just something in there that represents that parameter. Random often stacks on top of something else. So the random parameter.
So you don't have to have everything tone on a tone. You just have to have something.
Ooh,
Tone
sign
on tone.
language, thank you.
Oh, that's a real good one. Yeah. I love you with sign language. I know that's in
Hand deliver your card.
If you can justify it, you can use it.
Overthinking. Stop it.
All
Sweet
right,
and simple.
so let's talk through this a little bit. What are you thinking about?
Handler, that's
I'm thinking of a thank you card. I already have something in mind, like maybe do a tent card of some sort because there are 2 layers on that. I can put a tone on tone on that. Hands, like you said, can be critters with hands or, a person on my card that has hands, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, there's thinking you probably don't have a lot of mitten stamps or anything, but if you want to do some Christmas cards, there's mittens and gloves, and that would be part of a hand. Or if you're a bicycle rider, I know I've seen bicycle rider die sets, and they've got like the gloves on and things, so you could have something along those lines. You'll probably go through your supplies and you go, oh, I forgot about this one. It has hands. I'm using it. And so then you go, now what colors could I use with this element? What kind of decorations do I see this color palette being? And then figure out how to make it a thank you card and include a tone on tone. It's going to be, I think it'll be pretty. Carrying a basket, something, are we going to count critter hands, Mr. Producer?
I think that falls under our, if you can justify it, you can use it. So if you're saying this critter has hands, we'll take it. But it should be a critter that has a visual paw or hand.
Not like an octopus.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Unless you put little hands on the end of an octopus, and that'd be kind of gross. Yeah.
I love the chatterbox. I love the chatterbox. There's lots of ideas there. Like what Bitty Penny is saying also. Yeah, thank
Yeah.
you.
Raccoons definitely have used their hands. You don't say they use their paw. Well, I guess they do.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do
Handlebar,
sashimi.
mustache, Reagan. Door handle? Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can use the hand as a starting point.
Yeah.
Something could be handy too. Thank you. You were handy.
Yeah, tools.
Birds' wings. I don't think birds' wings.
They're not as
They're not-
analogous as
They don't really have hands. They.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think unless they're bats and they're not birds. But bats have little hands. They're creepy.
Yeah, they look like, yeah, it's kind of creepy. Have
Yeah.
you seen one up close?
Oh, honey. We had like 25 behind one of our shutters, and we sprayed water on the shutter, and they started crawling out over the top and
my
falling.
gosh.
And it was like a monster show. It was.
Oh my gosh.
I know it. I know. I got chills.
And if you go,
multiplying.
you've got, I don't know if they smell, but if you go, we have like caves here. When you go south in the islands, they have caves that have bats. They smell stinky. They smell of urine.
Well, the guano that they dropped from behind the shutter took the paint off the house.
Whoa.
So, yeah, if you want to do any
Succeeding.
refinishing, just get some bats. All right. Do you feel comfortable with these parameters? You think you can do it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
See?
think I can.
See? Can you do
Let me
it
just
in
put
less
my
than...
heart. Let me just push my heart from my throat down to where it's supposed to be.
And the craft roulette CPR. The CRPR. Anyway, we can do this. We're going to give us a few minutes to go get our things then and come back and start and see if we can get it before the fireworks go off. Get it done before the fireworks start. All right?
Okay.
You guys can join us, or you can chat away or relax and enjoy, sit back and have a night off. And we will see you soon, right after this minute, with some kind of ad. What is in review? In review, our craft roulette. On Wednesdays, tune in, don't forget. 3 acts await each night anew, with fun and creativity just for you. Act 1, Mail Call, a joy to see. Your lovely letters sent with glee. Snail mail shared with hearts so true. Your crafty spirit shining through. Act 2, Card Showcase, a deep dive. Random picks that come alive. Discussing love for each design. Crafted cards that truly shine. Act 3, Whodunit Game, Detective's Call. Catch Miss Mary in her crafty thrall. A mystery unfolds, a clue to chase. Find the card she tries to case. Guess the crafter, be quick, be smart. Reveal the one who played their part. In live chat, declare your clue. Solve the case and win a prize, too. Live on air with Mary Gun Fun. Crafting joy for everyone. Join us live, be part of the show. In review, where creativity flows. Craft Roulette, a fun-filled site. Wednesdays await with crafty delight. Subscribe now, don't delay. In review, a crafty play. Send your mail, crack the case. In our world, joy finds its place. Join the fun. Let's craft together for happily ever after, now and forever. Okie dokie. We're going to see what we can come up with. I don't know. I know I have some fireworks stencils. I'll find them in a minute.
You can grab ideas and bounce them off the chat, you know?
Well, let me tell you what I have on mind. On the mind tonight is one thing. Oh no, Paper Ganza people, it happened again. What do you think may have happened again? I got another box in the mail. We got some darling stickers from my friend Sandy Boone at 3 Room Studios for you. More swag. Oh no, Llama Mama. My drum is more swag. They're so cute. They're like craft badges that you. It's cute. I'm not going to give them all away because I don't want everybody else to know what they are. Because they are so cute, and I appreciate you, Sandy Boone, for sharing. She's a nice lady, and she makes some of my favorite women, and so you can visit her at 3 Room Studio. So these are some little things from little dies from come on Trinity. And I cut them. I cut a bunch of them out. That looks kind of grisly. I cut a bunch of them out, and a couple weeks ago, and I thought, well, maybe I'll be able to use them somewhere. So I'm going to pull some out. Do these feet go the same way? Well, I don't want that. That would be like having 2 left feet. I could relate to that, but I don't think that's the look I want for my person. There we go. Is that right? Maybe it's the other way around. I did take anatomy in college. There we go. Oh, and we got some face there. I can always cut some more, but I do have that. I do want to get this started. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. Want a dude or you want a girl? We had girls last week. Should we do? I think I'll do a dude this week. So I cut some jeans, and my decorations are going to be Independence Day. So we're going to start with that. Okay, and I just keep. This is how I've done this. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea, but it's an idea. I just cut these down and put them in little boxes, and then when I cut them, I can put them together. It works pretty well. Like these from my ex-boyfriend's, Michael's. I just keep them in one of those. They're like photo boxes. It works pretty good. So let's see what's in this one. There we go. Ooh. Nope, that's a skirt. Tutu. He can be wearing a red, white, and blue, or a red and white hat. Do I have a kid? I don't remember if I cut a kid, but here's some kids' clothes. That's a kind of a red, and I think one size fits all. I'm not 100% sure. I've never put these together, but I thought I'm just going to cut a bunch, and maybe I will put them together someday then. Because they're cute, and I know I don't have anything like this, so other than this, I'm not going. So I was thinking I would put like fireworks in the background. And I don't want to do face, so then I could put fireworks in a hat, so he could be looking at the fireworks. With his hands up there going like this. Yeah, see? Journey Coach Jen says there's 3 add-ons with this. They are good. They're good. They're very versatile. Dude. Jacinta says dude. Yeah, I think dude is a where we want to go. If we just had ladies card, I'm not up for another lady. Equal time. And I can still color on these a little bit. So they're kind of missing a shirt. So, okay, buddy, you don't want the front of your shirt. We may have to use this and then recut your shirt if I can find the other side. What's on the other side? Now, I am not a good die cutter person because I get confused with all these little pieces, but I'm gonna persevere. I'm trying to find the other shirt. I'm wondering if I only cut one side. It's okay. I'll cut another one. And then I will cut another one. And another one and another one. And into one piece. And I've still got to color these up a little bit. So, speaking of cute little dudes. I've got 2 little cute dudes in my world now. I don't think that JD's going to the fireworks tonight, Marjorie, because he goes to bed about 6:30. But he did go swimming with his grandpa tonight. So I think just a couple of Dougs hanging out at the swimming pool. I think they had a good time. And then little Luke is doing so great. He made it to 6 weeks. And my daughter and son-in-law, congratulations. You made it through the first 6 weeks of being parents. I sent a note to my daughter and said, happy first dependent day. Since it's her first time to have a little one. But yeah, JD and little Lukey are doing fine. I have not seen them since I've been taken to the bed. And yeah, bummer. My die cutting set, please. Jacinta, it is from Trinity Stamps. And I think, where'd it go? Jen, could you repost what it's called? Because I forgot. And I think you would like, it's a nice size. I mean, let's see how tall these guys are all together. How big are you?
Is that with feet or without?
His feet are on. So it's like 4 1/4. Yeah. Yeah, he's like 4 1/4. Yep, eat your chocolate.
Are you ready? Welcome to the Philippines.
The Philippines. I don't know
That
which
didn't take
stamp
very
I'll
long
use.
to pick. You're doing great. What did you come up with?
Well, I want sisters. One is helping her other sister fix her hair.
Oh.
Can you see it? Oh, is it? Let me just.
Okay, so we're
Because
gonna
each one here-
Frankenstein these together.
Yeah.
We're gonna
pushed my
Frankenstein these
blinds up.
together. Oh, there you go. All right, so those are cute, and you have a nice theme going on there with the help. I forgot. I don't know what I'm doing do for thank you. Oh well, thank you. It's 4th of July. It's a good time to be thankful.
Yeah, happy 4th, everyone in the U.S.
We'll give you a few minutes since this is your first time to get kind of situated. I am going to put these together and tape them together so I can hand cut them without having it the shirt front.
Just put this here.
Oh, this is a Christmas paper. It's cute. So if I do this, I don't know if this will work. I've never done it. But does that stop me? Have you ever done craft roulette before? No? So should you do craft roulette? Sure. Don't let it stop you. Have you not done craft roulette in a while? And you're wondering, should I start again? Sure. Start again. Remember how fun it was to see your card at the
Excuse me, don't get
slideshow?
on my table.
Oh, there goes the kitty again. Okay, so we'll cut these out. Let's see. Okay. I got to hold my tongue just right. I hope this works.
It's just small. I have to get my Nina cardstock because I'm not sure if this is Nina, and it's not good for alcohol inking,
Oh, uh-huh.
right?
So you're you're going to color.
Yeah.
So your top skill sets, coloring one of them?
Hmm.
You often find yourself coloring images?
Oh yeah, I love to do coloring with alcohol markers.
Mm-hmm.
I find it very therapeutic.
Yeah. When you first started, did you find it therapeutic then, or were you frustrated by it, or?
Not really, because I have a
Mhm.
background in arts. I took up architecture in college. That was one of my courses. I actually took up two courses, architecture and nursing. Architecture
Okay.
was my first course because my father was an engineer and he
Okay.
wanted a partner for what he does, and that's what he thought. But I wanted something else.
Well, that was nice of you to consider what he liked, what he
Oh
wanted.
yeah, we had an agreement like I'll take up architecture and then afterwards I can do anything I want. So
Wow, that's pretty good. This
I
one
did
even
my
has
part
little
of the bargain.
pieces of collar. Yes, but it wasn't a good fit.
It wasn't. Although I like arts. I like
Mhm.
doing arts. But architecture is kind of hard for us to do. Much math.
Yeah, it's real hard.
Yes.
Look, now I've got his little shirt for another day. And he's even got little tiny.
No.
So can you explain how you ended up with 5 cats? 50
Actually,
cats.
what I had before were dogs. You know, after the last dog died, I didn't want to take in any pets because it's kind of heartbreaking. to
Yeah,
lose
it's
a
real
pet, right?
heartbreaking.
It's really a heart. It's really so heartbreaking. So I didn't want to take in any pets. We've had no pets for many years until one time we have a lot of stray cats in the neighborhood. One time, there was a stray cat who wandered off into our yard, and my car's trunk was open because I aired it out after coming home,
Mm-hmm.
and then by almost evening, I went and closed the trunk of my car. Little did I know that there was a cat hanging out inside. So she was trapped in there overnight.
Oh.
And so the next morning when I opened the car, she was meowing inside and I felt so bad that she was trapped inside. And so I gave her food. After that, she didn't want to leave anymore. So she became our yard cat. And then I was going to take her to the doctors to have her fixed. But then she was already pregnant. She was already pregnant. And there's nothing I could do. I was to get those kittens adopted by some friends, but then I fell in love with them already, and I didn't want to get rid of them anymore.
Yeah.
So that's how I ended up with 5 brats.
And they have the run of your craft room?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
as you can see,
Good luck
as you
trying
saw
not,
the other
right?
day.
Good luck
But I love
keeping them
them.
out because they like you.
Oh, and I love them. I let them.
Right. Well, we've got a lot of cat fans here. I'm sure there's some that are not so cat fanish, but we do have a lot of cat fans here. Jay Thomas. Jay Thomas would totally keep those cats.
Hmm. You know, when you fall in love with them, you don't want to get rid of them anymore or have them adopted off, right?
Nope. Sorry, you're not good enough. You have to take a test. Okay. So here's my little person. Their little hands
The
could
light
be
behind
going
me is
up,
so bright.
but then the shirt's not going to fit. So now, do I cut the shirt sleeves? If I cut the shirt sleeve, then it's going to not fit the shirt. I think I may just make a tank top. That's what I think I'm going to do.
Hold on, put the shirt down on. And
Well, yeah, if he has his hands up, then the shirt doesn't fit.
Oh.
If I cut the shirt, then the shirt sleeves won't fit into the shirt holes because they'll be opposite.
Well, maybe he's not going, yeah. Maybe he's just watching, having a good think. I think they go on the other way. So he's resting on his hips or flip him inside.
Well, if he's holding his hands out with his thumbs up,
then you colored the wrong side. I think they flip over, so they'd be on his hips.
just
So funny.
do not give me body parts and tell me to put them together. But they don't go on his hips quite. Where's his hips? Now he looks like, I don't know. If I put a tank top on him, he can have his arms up.
Yeah, there you go.
And it's 4th of July. I'm going to have fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's got a tank top in his little arsenal. So, we're getting it done. Oh, and then his hips do not fit well that way. How's that hip feeling, buddy? Is it a little sore? Yeah. Okay. Well, that was my dilemma. Mama. Get going there. Oh, and a reminder, even though it's the first Friday of the month, we will not have the after call until next week for silver and above. Yeah, tank top's good. Jacinta, you are right. Hey, oopsie. I thank you.
Oops.
And I will have another shirt for another day. Oh, he looks like, oh dear. Now I think I'll do a little tone on tone ink blending.
Is this tone on tone what I'm doing?
Except I forgot red. Is that red?
Is it tone on tone? Yeah.
Ooh,
Thanks.
I think so.
Shading would be a form of tone on tone, I believe.
Ombre would
What?
have, you'd have a little gradient.
Heidi
Yeah.
Ryan says yes.
Oh, good. The Heidi. And she's probably really,
Yay.
practicing her
Deputy
skills.
Heidi.
She's probably really practicing her busting skills there. I wonder if she's going to come with a citation book to Paper Ganza. Probably write me the first ticket. Apparently, I had a little pretty jewel in this little ink. So how old are your kitties then?
They're almost 2 years old.
Oh, they're still babies.
You know, it's quite funny because it's like perfect timing because when the cat came to us and she got pregnant, that was the time when I was so stressed out because my mom had a medical emergency
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an only child. I don't have any brothers or sisters, although I have cousins.
Mm-hmm.
But I find it most comforting to have a cat around or pets around, like my dogs before. And so they provided me a lot of comfort and warmth and all that when I needed, like a warm um, somebody
Yeah.
beside me for
Yeah.
comfort.
Yep.
So God gives you things that you don't plan on getting, but He
Right.
gives you them
The cat
on a
distribution
perfect time.
system being
Yeah.
one of them.
Yep.
This guy's going to have front pockets on the back. Live with it. This has little
gosh.
indentations of pockets, side pockets. But we don't have to talk about it too much.
Jeez.
How's everybody doing? Is anybody going to see fireworks tonight? If Tina and I are done on time.
Are you still going out, guys?
I won't, but we can sometimes see them from the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just in far away. We have dogs that do not love them, so
It's
know,
my
poor
dog's least
dog.
favorite day of the year.
I feel so sorry for them.
it's kind of nice that he can't hear as well as he used to, so it's not bothering him as much.
How old is he?
He's 11.
Wow. It's getting my prescription.
I need to turn my paper over. Well, since you mentioned you're going to school and such, Linda Veal has a question. How long have you been a registered nurse and how long have you been crafting? So we learned a little bit about your crafting. I think we can learn some more, but how long have you been a registered nurse?
I've been a registered nurse since 2011. So that's like 14 years. And yeah, that was my second course. My first course was architecture. I had plans, of really going deep into nursing because that's what I wanted to do, a medical field. But my mom had other plans. I'm the type of person that I want to have my mom around all the time. And when I told her about my plans on going to Australia for a bridging program, because you cannot practice nursing in Australia right away. You've got to have like a bridging program, especially if you didn't take up nursing in their schools. So I mapped out everything, like my lodging, the money. Yes, baby. But she didn't want to go. She didn't want to leave her house here. So out of the window, those plans went.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, so crafting, like I said, I've been doing origami ever since high school, and I would do sketches and painting back then, but not really into it so much because I had other things happening. But for card making and all that stuff started during the pandemic. That's when I started going into deep.
Any regrets? I've had a few. No. You're happy. You love it, right?
Yeah, I love it. Except that, the first time that you're thrown into watching a lot of videos, you'd be purchasing a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And some of the things I regretted purchasing because, you can do it.
You didn't know how they fit together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That was really true. Get ready for this. In the 1990s, because they had single stamps and they weren't in sets or anything. So you'd buy one single stamp and it didn't go with anything.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden you were supposed to be able to make a card. So it was a little bit, it was tricky. Not
Yeah.
going to lie.
And then you spend so much.
Mm-hmm.
But I love it nonetheless.
Yeah.
There are so many stamps and die sets that I haven't used yet. And that's why, remember, Mary, I kept on messaging you about thanking you for having this show because I get to use my stash. Because they've
Yeah.
been sitting in my Calx units in my cubby holes for a
Aw.
very long time, unused.
No, they need to have a job.
Yeah. Now they get a lot of loving because I've been joining your craft roulette weekly.
And you do a great job.
Mhm.
Remarkable cards.
Thank you. Plus, I get to meet a lot of friends here, like
Yes.
Pam and Crazy Kitty, who is not here. She messaged me earlier that she can't, but the chat before the show is where things happen, like Paula,
Or things
and
happen.
Marjorie. Yeah,
Well, it's really boring before the show for us. So I know that I was busy, Mr. Producer's busy. You were trying to get things in order, and we don't really.
Yeah.
It's really boring for us before the show. So it's nice to know that you guys are all taking care of each other.
yeah. Paula is always there
Yes, she's real good
early.
at being
She's
there.
the earliest.
Yep. She does. She's the welcoming committee.
That's how we get to know each other more
Mm-hmm.
before the show.
Yeah.
Before the show starts.
I don't know other shows at all, but I don't think it's real usual for a bunch of people to show up before an hour before a show starts. I'm sure there are those channels that do that, but
not from the channels that I've been to. It's pretty quiet before the show starts or before the live show starts. But it's only here that I've experienced that, hey, there's life before the live show.
I know. It's wonderful.
I'm
Okay.
just
I have
kidding.
not used this, I don't think, before.
I'm just going to give my cat some food because she's been circling me like a shark. Hey, come here.
Oh, Quasi Kitty is here. I'm not I don't do a lot of layered stencils either, so I am busting all the doors down tonight with things I usually don't do.
Actually, oh my God, the panda safe.
You're not in a hurry. You're fine. You're fine. Let's see. This one goes like that. This one's a little rough on that side. So this one's a little rough on this side. So we'll go with this. This is how it works, Tanisa. I think so. So I came to my MESC tonight, this afternoon, and everything from Friday was still here. I was like, oh, well, there you go. Reliving last week. These are fun.
Oh, for the Zoom call, right?
Well, yeah, just to be ready for the show tonight, there was still everything from last week. I had to put it away.
Oh,
Usually
yeah,
I put most of it away before Friday before the show. Roberta Sadler, who is often in the Chatterbox, says, welcome to the show. What is your favorite type of card to make and why? But I'm not sure we have Tina's audio right now. So she can hear us. So we'll figure this one out. Does anybody else have the stencil from Trinity on the stencil fireworks? Paper pyrotechnics is what she called it. It's pretty cool. There's four. There, I can count. There are 9 different fireworks, and then they have 4 different layers. And I guess this is probably upside down. It looks like to me now that I see it. But I can feel the little trademark down here. So it's a little bumpy on one side, smooth on the other side. So once you get started with one, I guess, you might as well stick with it. And it also has little lines on here, so you can line your card up. I don't do these, but it's kind of cool. There we got her. There we got her. So welcome back. We didn't talk about too much.
I could hear you guys, but I don't know what happened. Oh no. What happens?
Just go ahead and hang up the call and then join back in.
Okay. We're going to do a little switcheroo here. I know they have green fireworks in their decoration displays. So we're going to use a little green too. Now my plan is then to come back. We're going to bring Tina back in just a minute. My plan is to do a little tone-on-tone blue, light blue, dark blue.
Hand comparison?
Oh, Steven said you want to give a hand comparison.
It's not that bad.
There's my big mitt compared to Steven's. Isn't that something? And I made him from scratch.
Thank you.
I just heard that line. I just heard that line this week, and I thought that was so funny. Made from scratch.
This is from this one. This is from this one.
Well, that was pretty fast, Tina. Good work on your tech recovery.
Thank you. I don't know what happened.
Impressive. Yeah, we don't have to know. Not now, maybe later.
Do a little.
So how you doing?
Oh, Crazy's here.
Did you do all? Yeah, she just showed up a few minutes ago. Oh my goodness, did you paint that?
This one?
While I was not looking?
No, I was telling you about, I was working on this last night.
Oh, okay, good. Because I was pretty intimidated by your by your ability there. Woo! That's so pretty.
I love stamping, Bella. The stamp company.
I've never used them. Maybe would anybody like to see them as spin sponsors? Because it looks cute.
Yeah, it makes sense. I cannot use yellow because the image.
Sometimes it helps when I can say, "Oh, yeah, our group was asking for you to be sponsors."
Oh yeah, if you can, that would be great.
I don't know. I can always talk. Oh man, that's pretty cool how that worked out. Well,
Because
back
I just
to
saw the time.
don't worry. Well, really, Mr. Producer watches the time. If he thinks it's getting too long, he'll tell me. We'll figure it out. You relax and just have some fun crafting and talking to me, because I got a question. We didn't get a chance to answer the question from Roberta Sadler, I don't think.
Oh.
What is
Sorry,
your
I
favorite
missed it.
type? That's okay. We had our audio problem. What is your favorite type of card to make and why? Good question, Roberta.
That's a hard question. My
It is.
favorite card to make, anything that involves any alcohol marker coloring.
Mm-hmm.
I also have been discovering new folds because of your show. You know,
Oh, you make
there were
real
there
big
were a
folds like
lot-
concertina and things like that.
oh yeah, that was for the what do you call this? World Card Making Day.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted something fancy.
You
because
did
it's
it.
World Card Making Day.
Well, you did it.
That was the first time I did that. But yeah, I like discovering new stuff, like new folds because of your show.
Uh-huh.
And that's where I discover and Google a lot of things. And from the chat, they tell me about the different types of folds and how it's done. I love it. I guess the thing that I love about card making is discovering new things that you
Yeah, I
haven't
like
done
that.
before.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. And there's always some twist you can do.
Yeah,
Always.
that's right. You make it your own. You think out of the box. That's what I always say. Think out of the box. You don't have to restrict yourself to what is out there that's already being done, but you make something out of that and make it your own.
Yep. 100%.
And I love the thing where Justine did, and what you always do, Mary. I always see you, like if you don't have like cutting dice for it, you make it. You draw it and then you cut it on your own. I love that.
I think it comes from my mother, who was not crafty, but and my grandmother, who was crafty, and they just did what they did. And it was like when my mom used to laugh and say, well, if they say sequins, I'm using rickrack. So it's just make it the way you want it.
Then
Just do a little blue in here. And then we're going to come back on tone, darker blue. And then we'll put our person on there. Is that going to look like fireworks? I think so. With the red, white, and blue and everything.
I'm blending
Or-
like crazy here.
You're going. Do you have your? Are you on high speed? I didn't know you could do that on this show. I'm going to turn up the speed now while I color. What was I going to say? What are some holidays they have in the Philippines we don't have?
Plenty, like the Independence Day last June. We already are practicing or recognizing holidays by the Muslims because we have a lot of Muslim citizens down south.
Mm-hmm.
So the government has started to include those holidays into our public holidays where people don't have any work or school.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Wow, you could get a lot of holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lucky for those who goes to work or goes to an office, they are paid holidays. So they're happy.
And then there was the 2-hour call tonight with, or this afternoon with Amanda about paper games. It's okay. It's okay. It was good to see her. And I got to see her big white bunny.
Aw.
Pearl. She's huge. She's absolutely huge. Okie doke.
Hair?
She's I think she's all white. Okay, Mr. Tank Top. Or Miss
Oh, she
Tank
was the one
Top.
who protested when I think she was the first ones who protested when we said, are bunnies rodents? And then she protested, bunnies aren't rodents.
And it turns out they aren't classified as rodents, but they're classified as something within the rodent family. It's complicated. It's complicated. Yeah.
I think before they were.
I think so too.
Until, yeah.
Let's see if we can get this thing together before we start getting the glue going.
Lagomorphs.
Lagomorphs. That's a pretty cool name, though. Pretty cool name.
Who'd you call a lagomorph?
I wonder if I should make these shorts. It is summer after all. Oh no, I lost a leg. I lost a legomorph.
He looks like a ballet dancer right now with a bad tan.
I better put the head on here before I lose it.
What's that?
Put the head on before I lose it. Come on, where are you? I hear doggies in the background at your house.
Oh, yeah. Neighbor's dog. I can hear that.
Nothing on my floor. Oh, for the love of Pete.
I'm using some of my
Where
markers,
could
which
it
I'm
be? It's got to be here, right? Oh.
Drop a piece of paper.
I dropped a pant leg. Oh, look, I even had one already cut out. I don't think I put it back in there.
covering it.
We had quite a few things moved around, but still. Maybe it's nope. Under this cup. Under this cup. Nope. 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 Up here? Nope. Over here? Presto changeo. Well, worst thing, I have to cut new pants. That's okay. We'll put, instead of pants, we'll cut shorts. It's okay. We have no worries here. We're crafting.
I was telling someone,
Is
like
it
I
stuck or not? No?
I saw someone on our Facebook group saying she doesn't have any of those dies or stamps, and I was telling her, you can make one yourself. Like what I do sometimes when I don't have the stamp for it, I trace it from my tablet onto the paper, or she can draw it herself.
We do get a little stamp dependent sometimes. It's fun to always have them, but it's fun to be able to think of other things too. Sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah. Hey.
Now he's got shorts. Oh, there's our fancier shorts. Maybe you should have fancier shorts. No, those look like front shorts. Let's put those back. Look at this. It's even got a little floating ducky. It's one of Decoy Duck's cousins. So cute. I don't know where this went now.
I was gonna wear like a hat for. I thought it was a duck, but it turns out it was a chicken.
A chicken is not a duck.
Oh. I bought it from one store until I realized this doesn't look like a duck. It's a chicken.
That'll make a chicken lover mad. Or a duck lover mad. That's funny. Okay, gotta give her tan line a little long. As tan line a little more. I guess I could have him be like a golfer or something. Look, he's so happy. Oops, I'm putting his hip on the wrong place again. Talk about his hip being out of place. Look at there. He's so happy. And he's going to just say thanks. I think I can do this. I do. There we go. I did look at my grip mat. Thank you. It'll show up. It'll show up. Did you were going to show how you keep your scissors.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking of that, Mary, when you were
Go for it. Now's a good
looking
time.
for it. You know, guys, a lot of us lose our scissors, right? When we're working on something and we lose our minds looking for it. I have this little gadget that used to hold my phone upright on my desk, and this was a magnet. So what I do is just put it there and put my scissors there, and you're never gonna lose your scissors anymore
Because
as long
they're
as
up
you have
above
this
the
magnet
action.
stand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's on a magnet stand. So just put it there, and it doesn't fall off. Hopefully you don't lose it, or you lose the whole magnet. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
How are you gonna lose this?
Yeah. Now, who's
Right.
going to make that? What company is going to make that next first? I know they have there are some that hold dies and things, but I don't think I've ever seen one strong enough to hold a whole scissor, a big pair of scissors.
Yeah. Oh, that's my organization technique for my cutting dies. I remove them from the original packaging, and I purchase some magnet feet
Mm-hmm.
and put them in
Oops. Her head
plastic
goes.
storages.
Yeah.
So that it's really difficult to lose a cutting die as small as like this, or even ones from Sizzix, from Tim Holtz. He has a lot of cutting dies that have really small elements.
Yes.
So a magnet is really helpful.
Okay, we're making this a dude, so I don't have to have hair. Okay, going for the hat. This guy is clean shaven and short hair. But he's kind of cocky because he's got his hat on at an angle. Ooh. Oh. Well done, Mr. Producer. Can tell you're awake. And engaged.
I'm so excited for you guys because Paper Ganza is like a few stones throw away.
It is stinking close.
Yeah.
3 weeks or 4 weeks? I haven't looked at a calendar lately. And you all need to be here watching too.
Mm-hmm. Is it gonna be on a Friday when you go live?
As usual.
We have 2 shows in between this show and the Paper Ganza Live.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You're going to have to excuse me. I need to go make some lists.
Imagine that. Time flew by so fast.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if this guy should have a sparkler.
I'd settle for pants first.
You're so conventional.
family friendly.
We need you. I'm family friendly. There we go. Now can I do permission to put a sparkler?
Yeah. On the right side?
Mm-hmm.
Hanging off the...
Mm-hmm. I'm going to put it on a card base.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. See? What do I make the spark? Oh, I can use some fancy highfalutin paper.
Highfalutin.
Roberta says pants are overrated. Pants are required at Paper Ganza. In the public spaces.
Yay. I can make some little... Oh, you know what, though? Maybe something else. Yeah. Bring out the sparklers. We're going to bring out this pipe cleaners. Yeah, keep the stuff forever for a reason, right? Can I get a heart?
I have pipe cleaners too.
So, okay, did you really cover how you started finding about out? You're going to have to help me because I'm a little bleary brained, but
Yeah.
did you have a friend that said, let's make some cards, or how did that move from, I need a new
Crafting?
hobby, I'm a
Oh.
great crafter?
Oh yeah, my friend mentioned about a cutting die machine, and that's
Oh,
how I
that's it.
started watching.
That was it.
Yeah, that's how I started watching a lot of card making shows.
Yeah.
I used to watch a lot of Crafters Companion because they're in the UK, and I can watch
Uh-huh.
them during my daytime.
Oh,
then,
okay.
Yep. And then, but they're in the UK. You know, their products, they're not readily available here in the Philippines.
I was
And
going to
so-
ask, once you get done with this, if you could explain a little bit what it's like to purchase craft supplies from the Philippines.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But-
before, yeah, we have a lot of craft stores here. During the pandemic, I buy online. They have websites like Be Happy. Can I mention stores?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah.
Like Be Happy Crafts, Lasting Impression, Kara Crafts. Actually, Kara Crafts and Be Happy Crafts were the first ones that I discovered, and so I purchased a lot of things from them, like boxes and boxes.
Oh,
When they
wow.
arrived at my house. Yeah, because that was during the pandemic, right? I couldn't go out to the stores. So I discovered their stores online. Kara Crafts have such wonderful collection. You can even ask them to buy stuff for you if they don't have it in their store. Yeah.
How'd you decide on what you wanted? Would you see it used or an idea used and you just, oh, that's cool, I can do that?
Well, when I started watching Gina K, or no, not Gina K first, but it was Jennifer Maguire.
Mm-hmm.
I started watching her show. Every product she featured on one stream, I would buy. That's why
Mhm.
I ended up with a lot of things in my craft room that I haven't used yet. You know how it is? I know
Yeah.
some of the chatterbox can relate. Like when you watch a show and you go off buying them, and then when it arrives you don't use it right away, and then they end up sitting in your shelves,
Yeah.
in your bins.
No
That's
fun.
what happened to me.
And then you start watching Craft Roulette and you go, oh, I could use this. I can use that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay. Usefulness.
Mhm. That's right. That's why I love your show, Mary. I don't know how many times I've messaged you about that.
Many.
I've been thanking you and thanking you all the time because I'm so happy I get to use my stuff.
We're happy for you.
Mm-hmm.
There was a guy,
Awesome.
and I don't mean to, I'm not bragging. I'm bragging on you guys. There was a guy on a podcast about YouTube the other day I saw, and he was talking about how he has a folder with messages from people saying how much they appreciate him and his YouTube channel. And I thought, oh, I've got boxes of those because you guys are so good at saying I love the show and giving us encouragement. I thought, oh, those poor people don't get nearly as much love as we do.
Don't look, Stephanie.
Right.
Oh, she cringes when my mom uses those scissors on the pipe cleaner.
Oh, it's okay. They're only $8, and I can buy a new pair when they get so dull I can't use them anymore. I think I got them on sale for $8 or something. I got 2 for $16, and I gave one to Aline. Does that look like? Yeah. I'm a grand old flag. Okay. Now we'll add some pretty little things. Sorry, Stephanie, though. I didn't mean to make you.
I'm gonna.
You
step away a
cringe.
bit.
So how are you going to accomplish thank you on that card?
I'm just going to have thank you coming out somewhere where he's saying thank you.
Okay.
But thank you for the reminder. I'll say, this card is for you. Thank you for the reminder. I forgot. Looking for the right thank you now. You guys, thank you is one of those things where you can make. It's unusual that you can use the project as the focal point, but you could for thank you. Why is it I want thank you and all I see is thanking of you? Isn't that just the way? I'll find one. There's one right now. I wonder if I have I bet I have some littler stamps too that I could use for more fireworks. More.
This means I need to open this.
Kind of big, but I think we can go with it. My goodness, that's looking cute. Okay, I could put this in a speech bubble, but I think I'll be afraid.
Oh my gosh, the sentiment. That's right. Oh my gosh.
Patty Roca would like to know what your typical crafting day looks like.
Crafting day. It's whenever I have time because I take care of a lot of things here. So whenever I have time, that's like golden for me. But I would first take care of everything, like feed the cats and everything, so that I don't have any distractions. But then again, that doesn't happen. I always have distractions, right?
Yeah.
Including my mom.
Yeah. That's okay.
So yeah, whenever I have time, I want to discover new things. Especially, I'd like to learn a lot of mixed media. Why did I cut this way? This is a different size. Oh my god. Yeah, I like discovering new things. Especially I would like to learn mixed media. If you guys are into that. Yeah. Mixed media is something that I'd really like to learn. I've started dabbling on that. But of course that's a lot of work because you have to have like a basin of water beside you, because if you use a lot of stuff like texture paste and all that,
Yeah.
you need to take care of your stencils, right? Wash it off right away.
But you don't have to use paste on them.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of, just means that you use a couple different medium. So if you're just doing paper and paint, tissue and paint, tissue, ink, stamps, paint, you don't have it. There's no, you could do that.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and then
Yes, ma'am.
gel printing is something that I have been discovering too. You know how they do it? They take like a magazine page and then they transfer the image from there.
You mean
onto paper.
how you put the packing tape on it? You put
the magazine images from magazines.
Mm-hmm. Oh, just themselves. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to tell you about what I just was mentioning because I don't want you to start on
Packing
another. Tape? Yeah. Don't want you to go, oh, I need that one next. Yeah. Oh, yeah,
do tell. Do tell.
Oh, it was
That's
just
how I
that
ended
you
up with a lot of stuff.
You can take something and put packaging tape on it, and then put it in the water and rub off a lot of the papery stuff, and just be left with the image.
Oh,
I know. And then it looks like a kind of a clear sticker with a. But we don't want to go there. Fireworks are starting in Colorado.
Are some of you guys somewhere where they have the 4th of July celebrations?
They're all over the country. I don't think.
And if you're somewhere where they don't have a celebration, you just have your own.
I was gonna put this on white embossing powder. I'm not having a lot of success with that, so I am gonna punt.
What do you call that, Mary, when you paste something too fast and it's wrong?
Too quick to glue. Too quick.
Yeah.
Too cute.
That's
Too
what
G.
happened now. That's what happened now.
Oh, poor Erica. She doesn't like it when I pry things up. Do you have? Oh, where is it? Do you have one of these Cricut spatulas?
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, those are the best for that problem.
You know my Cricut maker? I have an old Cricut maker. One of my cats kicked it out.
I don't even know where this is going. One of your cats.
He kicked it out of the stand and it fell on the floor with a bang.
Oh my God.
Now I don't even want to turn it on because I'm afraid to find out that it's broken.
It will heal while you don't look. Oh, kitty. Yeah, if they're not quite 2, they're still babies. Causing all sorts of problems. Well, that brings me to Patty Roca's next question, which is, do your cats help or hinder you?
They're just eye candy. That's all I can say. They're just eye candy.
Do they all sleep together, curled up or anything?
The two girls, yes. I make them sleep inside their crate because if not, then I wouldn't have any sleep at all. Because they'd be running around with the boys. I have two girls and two boys, by the way. And they get really
stirred up.
Too much.
You may want to consider just flipping your own schedule so that you're up during the night and so you're up with them. And then you wouldn't have any trouble.
Oh no. I sleep so early.
You get up so early.
I know. I'm in bed by 8. I'm asleep by 9 and I get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah, you could change that pretty easy, don't you think?
No.
Oh.
I'm just trying to find the sentiment.
I think that'll be kind of cute. If I had some little stars, though, I think I need some stars. Stars for thars. Okay, back to space to get my stars. So when you first started stamping, did you ever use blocks or did you only use Misty or what?
I used blocks, acrylic blocks, before I discovered Misty. And it's quite frustrating at times at the time because they wouldn't stamp all the way, like a solid ink on your paper. So that's why I got myself a Misty. Craft stuff aren't cheap at all.
No, they are not.
They are really, really expensive.
I was a little too quick to glue here, I think.
Oh, no.
It's okay. This is what you do, though. You adjust. Then I can do some little white gel things.
I can submit 2 cards, right? Or just one?
No, you're just one, I think.
Yeah, just one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
You can always fix it up a little bit if you're...
Yeah.
So tell people, is it harder to craft live on the show?
Like what I'm doing now?
Yeah. Is it harder to come up with the idea quickly like this versus normal? Or...
Well, it's something that I have to come up with in a short span of time. Like this one already colored, like I said, but I started with this, but they're in the same family of Stamping Bella. But yeah, you can make a card quickly if you wanted to, but if you really passionately want to do what you really want to do, then it'll take me overnight.
Yeah.
Like 2 days tops.
Right. And you can see all her cards on her Instagram account too. And some of them are very, very complicated.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want to start there if I were a new card maker.
Most of the cards that you see on my Instagram are the cards that I make for Craft Roulette. Some are just personal cards. But yeah, my Instagram, you can follow me there, Tina1 Kenobi. And also, I upload or I put my Craft Roulette cards also on my Pinterest account. And if you check my YouTube channel, the older ones, like the long form videos and landscape, are mostly art, painting, watercolor, and some craft stuff that I did before, and also live streaming. But the short videos are videos that are mostly non-craft related because they are like my channel says, it's not all crafting, but it's lifestyle, what I eat, where I go, the
Mhm.
restaurants that I discover and places I discover here and when I travel.
So learn about the Philippines.
Yep.
Yeah. I think that's great. Yeah, check it out. You'll enjoy it. I'm pretty doggone sure. It looks like you're done. So I'm going to make sure I've got all my parameters in, including thank you, which I'd forgotten. But it is a thank you card. They've got the thanks right there. Decorations, I'm going with the Independence Day. And hands, I use little critter or little person, real person with hands. And tone on tone, I did the light blue and dark blue ombre in the sky. I think that's it.
Okay. Well, for me, I didn't have like the thank you word at all, but these are sisters. It's kind of blurry, right? These are sisters, and one sister is helping her older sister with her hair. So the older sister is saying, "You make magic with your hands." So that's kind of like a
Aw.
thank you, right?
It's a compliment. That's a thankful
Yep.
act.
Yep. And then decorations of hearts, heart banner at the back,
Mm-hmm.
and then hands, like on the sentiment, and also the little sister
So cute.
doing magic with her hands. And then tone on tone, I guess the stenciling
Mm-hmm.
there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know what? Look at my side of the screen just for a minute, would you?
Hmm.
Well done. Well done. I use my little hands. There you go.
Wonderful.
Well, I think we are free to submit. So we're going to go ahead and tell people how they can play, give away a few things, and tell folks who's coming up, and then be back with you to say goodnight, okay?
Okay.
You did it. The scary part's over. You know, you can do just about anything if you want to, hard enough, and I think she did it. I think she did a great job. Thank you for supporting her. You're a very, very kind and great audience tonight. You can play too. Absolutely. We are here for you. We have this beautiful gallery. We pay monthly fees so that we can have a gallery. So use it for Pete's sake. We would love to have you join us. Use those 4 parameters. Make it family friendly. Justify how you use your parameters, please. And send that in to craftroulette.live. Submit a contribution by Sunday night, Central Daylight Time, midnight. I said that backwards. Midnight, Central Daylight Time. And we will be able to have that in our gallery. We would love that so much. Then, if you'd like to have a little more time and support the show, you can also become a member. There's more coming on that. Look who's coming up next week. Hannah. I don't know this woman I've seen her work. It's outstanding. I'm looking forward to having her on. I'm going to meet her Monday on a tech call, and then we're going to have Charlotte Millette. And she is my contact person for Your Paper Insider, who will have a new box this month. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she is. She makes beautiful cards. I can't remember her Instagram channel, but she makes beautiful cards. We'll find it. It's on the craftroulette.live. Everything's on craftroulette.live, but it is on craftroulette.live under Associates Guests, and you can read about both of those folks, and including that Amanda Stevens. I think we might have to add Hates A9 to her bio. I don't know or not. If not, because she will be our guest on Paperganza, which you will be able to watch live. It's going to be a long show we were talking about today. It is going to be a long show, so start buying that chocolate. It's going to be good. And then Lauren Taylor will be back to talk to us about Paperganza, I bet. And to submit her 200th card. Actually, she will do it at Paperganza. And she had I think I've told this story once, but she had contacted me and said, is there a chance I can be the guest on the 26th of July or the 25th of July? And I said, no, I think we've got something going on that week. And so that she was going to plan on doing her 200th card. So anyway, we're having her the week after. Then Crafty Al. will give us her version of the Paper Ganda experience. And she's always fun. And she has a great sheet loads this month. So go over on her channel. If you're like being able to make lots of cards using the same pattern, she's the best. All right. You don't want to miss this. Have you hit that thumbs up yet? We would sure appreciate that, and the notification bell. Subscribe too. There's those members. Those are the folks that keep Mr. Producer coming back every week. And as long as Mr. Producer's coming back, I'm coming back. So think of that. It's something to consider. Please do not ever consider supporting us financially. If you cannot, this is not for you. We would appreciate this. We love your shares. We love your promotions. You make our day. But if you can, we'd appreciate that as well. Look at those lovely people.
It's helped us do something like Paper Ganza.
It gave us the funds to pay that $20,000 down or whatever it was. Yeah, that. So, it's great. It wasn't that much. It was only, I don't know, $12,000. I can't keep numbers for a reason. It stresses me out. Anyway, those are nice, fine folks, and we appreciate you. And we are not having the Silver and Up Zoom call after this show. We will have it next Friday. Thank you very much. We're going to watch some fireworks around here. That always means it's time to give away some stuff, and I am finally ready to do so. I'm sorry I didn't have any more spin sponsors this month. Again, if you know somebody that's one of our spin sponsors, ask them to join us. Or if you are out there and you want to do it again this month, that'd be great too. But we're okay. We are going to give so much stuff away at the end of the month. I will be begging again soon. If your name was on that, if you sent in a card last week, your name should be on that list. And we always start with a Krog, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. It goes out all over the world. How you doing tonight? Are you excited about Paper Ganza? Are you going to Paper Ganza? Mr. Mike will be there. You can have your picture taken with him, as long as you don't touch him. Deborah Caps, congratulations. I am behind on my Mug Club stamps going out. I got everything else done for this week on giveaways just yesterday, but I am behind on Mug Club. So if you haven't gotten one, there's a chance I haven't sent it. But we'll just keep plugging away. That's all we can do. For a Craft Roulette goodie bag, if it is out of the United States, we will send you a Krog. Shannon T, congratulations. Make sure you guys are responsible for sending your request in for these prizes. A Your Paper Insider box of awesome paper. Highfalutin paper. Who's going to get it this time? I'm excited. I bet I get it next week. Janelle Tribuna. Congratulations. You're going to like it. If you've never used it, it's a treat. And for O'Reilly and Company, maybe you'll get some funny bones. Maybe. Thank you, Statistician Gloria Davis. Appreciate your kind words. Oh, Dina Glenn, I think you like her too. I think you like Riley and Company too. You are going to be at Paper Ganza as well, so boy, you're going to have a lot of exposure to Riley and Company. That's good. All right. Well, the people that just won those things sent in a card last week. If you're wondering, gosh, I don't know if I'm intimidated by these people. Don't be. Just do your best. Share it with us, and you could possibly win a prize. It's that easy. All right. Let's bring her back. See what she's got up her sleeve. Any hands? Okay. Here we go. Any hands up your sleeve or down your sleeve?
These are the hands.
Isn't that funny that you had those?
Rock on.
That was funny that you had those. I thought hands would be like something people would panic, and I thought that's not an easy first parameter, but you handled it real well. Yeah. So are you relieved? Are you happy? Do you wish you hadn't come on?
No, this was fun. I love it. Thank you, Mary, for inviting me. By the way, guys, if I can tell the story, Mary sent me an email about inviting me to guest on Craft Roulette. I was going to say Paper Ganza. Are you kidding me? A Craft Roulette. And then it was sitting in my inbox for a few days because I don't normally check my email. But because I registered somewhere, that's when I checked the email. And lo and behold, there was an email from Craft Roulette, from Mary, inviting me. And I said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. At 4 a.m., I was like saying, oh my God, for 10 to 20 minutes. Oh my God, until my mom woke up. And she said, what's wrong? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I was still saying that.
Well, I don't want to freak you out, but do you want to join us on World Card Making Day? I hadn't told her. I wanted to make sure internet was okay.
Oh my God. Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah. You were on my list, but I thought that would be fun to invite you here.
I'd love to.
All right, great.
I'd love to. Thank you.
And it's easier and it's easier because you will have a little time to make your project. So
okay, I'd love that. Yes.
Yeah.
Another concertina? No.
Well, you never know. Whatever, but you'll have a little more time to make something fun. So yeah. Well,
Thank
good.
you.
I
Thank you,
now
Mary.
have all my guests. I think pretty much for World Card Making Day. That's awesome. Well,
thank you, Mary and Stephen.
You're welcome. What can the folks see coming up on your channel?
Oh, more cards, definitely. More handmade cards. And now that I have my what do you call this? My gadget set up because of my guesting now. I kind of miss setting up for a live stream before. Maybe I do more videos because there were a lot of cards that I made before where people were asking how I made that. And I always say, I'll make a video, which I don't normally have time to make a video. But now that I have set up with the new monitor, because the old monitor was destroyed by my cat's zoomies.
Just this week.
I have a new monitor. Yes. The day before we had a tech call, my monitor fell on the floor because my cats were having zoomies. And so I had to really rush to go to the store and get a new monitor. But now that I have a new monitor,
really gone through it. Well, you are a soldier, I tell you. You're a soldier.
Maybe I'd make new videos, more crafting videos. Thank you.
Yeah. Do those Craft Roulette videos. They're the easiest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I should.
Yeah. Well, you know what it's time to do then? Well, the only thing we have left to do is kiss those brains. There you go. They worked hard tonight. Yours are already engaged, I am sure, Chatterbox. But give them a little kiss on the brain, and you'll get a card made before you know it. Chatterbox, have a great week. We hopefully will see you Wednesday. Mr. Producer, thank you so very, very much. Tina, that was a lot of fun. Y'all have a safe and wonderful Independence weekend, and we will see you soon next week. Nighty-night.
Nighty-night. Stay safe. Take care.